How are you doing?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
Fine, thank you. A bit on the run, but great.
Good to be here.
Yeah. So, for those people that don't know about your band, Rioghan, would you like to introduce yourself and give us some biographical hints?
It's very tough to introduce us in a few words, I think, because it's such a mixture of several things. But usually we go with modern metal or progressive metal. But I think you need to listen so you can understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are always either too angry or too gentle.
And everything in between.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. You released your last album, Kept, last February for Valentine's Day. So, what can you tell about the genesis and the lyrics of this album?
Well, lyrically, the album kind of holds itself in its name. It's kind of themed. It's not a concept album per se, but all the lyrics go to the theme of being kept by or from or with something. So that's kind of the overall theme we are going for. But musically, it's very versatile.
Yeah. Almost every song is kind of story of its own. They differ from each other, so you never know what to expect next, basically. So likewise, if you think about those names of songs, you know, kept in dreams or kept in motion, in similar way, every song is sort of different. They go together, and it kind of continues the idea from the first album, where we have different kind of losses.
Yeah, in there too, there
Yes.
were kind of the lyrical theme was different kinds of losses, so every song was a different story or a different perspective from some kind of loss, and now it's a different story of being kept.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's becoming a pattern.
Yeah.
I wonder what the next album will be.
Yeah, good. It's becoming a pattern, maybe.
Let's see what the
Yeah.
future holds. Where did you record the album? And how long was the process?
The process went so that Teemu, our guitarist and producer and mixer, he made the demos first, and it was
And it took
over
maybe
a year ago.
Yeah,
winter.
maybe altogether it was like
Yeah.
half a year that we made the demos, and then we recorded the demo versions of the songs with Teemu, and then sent it to everyone.
Yes. And so get familiar with the songs.
Yeah.
But the actual recording is I personally moved to a new house, and we have a perfect place there in the basement where we could rehearse, and I got my drums there, and together with them we built a home studio there, so made it acoustically nice place and all, and we recorded the drums there
Yeah.
last May, and I don't know, everyone did their parts pretty much at home, like it goes
Yeah.
today nowadays.
Yeah, I
Except-
recorded the vocals with Teemu in Sami's studio, SN Audio Production. That's here in Jyväskylä also, but everything else is pretty much done, everyone at their own places, and everyone we have been told about this, especially the drum thing, everyone is very surprised that what? It sounds so great. It's like very, it's phenomenal, and no one believes it's done in a cellar, home studio cellar. So I think we did pretty great.
Yeah, and I
you
have
did.
to mention that the drums aren't even sampled; they are acoustic
Okay.
versions. I think there might be a little bit of something in the bass drum, if I'm being honest, just a
The
Tiny bit.
Yeah.
touch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they are very acoustic, which is nice.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite track from this album? If yes, why?
Uh, uh, mm, I like them in different reasons, but if I have to say my favorite part of the album now is the last 3 songs, Here, Red and Grief, and sort of a mini story that they tell musically.
Yeah, that's what
I-
you said before, that the album ends 3 times.
Yeah.
And every ending is a bit more gloomy than the other.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that was
Yeah.
a very that's exactly how it
Yeah.
is. I couldn't
Actually,
put it in the words.
The first ending is the fourth from the last song,
Yeah.
Motion. It has, you could hear the album almost ending in that song, but then next song Here starts, and it has the feeling that okay, this is the end, and then Red starts. It has the feeling. It's like a Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, where you have too many endings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite part. But of course, favorite song, different.
Yeah, and there's also
Depends
this
on your moods.
continuum in there, like if you put it into feelings, like Motion is like a logical ending, that now the story ends, but then with Here there comes like this longing, like this bittersweet feeling and longing, and then there is Red, where there is this almost kind of aggressive, like you try to fight back, and then with Grief it's just apathy and desperation, and there it actually ends when you have given up.
Yeah.
We agreed that you can't put any song after that.
Yeah, yeah, that was like when we made the song Grief, after that we knew that okay, this will be the
This
last
is
song,
it.
because you just can't, you can't do anything after this, you just sit there and be like, oh no.
Yeah.
It's so depressing.
Mhm.
But it comes from a place of depression.
Yeah.
But maybe personally, my favorite song has been the whole time, like from the first demo, and still is Motion. I'm not even sure why, but I think it just holds perfectly together all the elements that Rioghan is as a band. There's all these kind of little nuances, and also that's prog metal
Yeah.
with a catchy chorus. I love it.
Yeah.
It goes places. Goes to
Yeah.
places.
And you also release a few videos. So, which one of those videos released from this album is your favorite, and why?
I'm looking forward to your answer.
Of course, should say that it is the one that hasn't been released yet.
All right, there's
To
one.
give a teaser.
One coming.
Um,
Tough
It's a tricky
question.
it's a tough
Yeah.
question. You
Yeah,
can edit this.
because they are all so good.
Yeah.
But maybe most
I've-
fun to make was Edge, because I personally I have sworn that I will never make a band video, like a video where a band is playing the song. I was like, we will absolutely never ever going to do that. And what's the first video we are gonna release?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a band playing video
Edge is the
because
first
it just
of many band
belonged
videos.
there. It was such a, I don't know, I had the vision from the start that this needs a band playing part, and it just, I don't know, I did a 180, and now there's a band video.
But the hands it's very effective and
Yeah.
rememberable.
Yeah.
It stucks in you, especially that middle part. You have to watch it
Yeah.
if you haven't.
Yeah, that's maybe also my favorite video, like in video form when you watch it. Like Edge is my favorite video and has been to make because it was so fun and there were so much different things we did. But with hands, I think the end result is it's effective. Like there's so little happening. It's like it could have been done in one shot. And there are also many parts that there are very long shots that we made, and it was just a peculiar experience altogether.
With all those hands on your face.
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
like to do again that?
Yeah, I would. With different kinds of
Yeah.
mud or goo.
How was the feeling to having all those hands on your face? Was it like annoying? Was it relaxing? Was it?
Definitely not relaxing, I would say. I think you kind of go into the mood when we like shot the video because there was music playing on the background, the song was playing in the background, and I was doing lip sync. Although I really don't know how to do lip sync, so I just sing it like I regularly sing. So you kind of, it's kind of acting, although it's not acting, but it is.
Yeah.
So maybe the weirdness and awkwardness of it kind of dawns when the camera stops rolling. Then you're like, what are we doing? Dudes. Yeah, but it was nice because other people that were there, they were my friends, two of my friends and my husband and our bassist Antti. So everyone was like in a safe space and
Yeah.
we knew each other. So it was really nice.
No one was scared that you hit the finger way.
Yeah, yeah. I told them that you can do whatever you want and I won't flinch. I guess they took the challenge.
Yeah, it was a risky one.
True, knowing the people involved, it was a very risky one.
But what can you tell about the upcoming music video?
We did it at our cottage in the forest because we wanted to use the smoke machine in the forest, and if we would have gone to someone else's forest, then we needed all kinds of permits and that kind of stuff because it is not allowed to just go into someone's forest and put on a smoke machine. So it was a nice coincidence that we have a little bit of forest in Valtteri, and it was also a very I was kind of surprised how little time it took. Like I was prepared like this is gonna take a whole day and we're gonna run out of light and everything, and then it was like maybe 4 p.m. and we were like done. So it was very smooth and fast forward and everything went like we planned, because usually nothing goes like we are planned, so that was kind of surprising that everything went smoothly.
Yeah. When did you record this video?
It was last fall, I think, because it was cold, but there wasn't any snow, so I think it was.
That sounds like a summer.
True.
Juhannusviikko.
True, but I think it was September, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm
A
sorry
while
if I'm
ago,
wrong,
a
but
while
I
ago.
will say September.
something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
But it continues the tradition where the mood of the video fits to the mood of the song
Yeah.
Mhm.
pretty well. I think that's very typical to us and the way Mikko and Jenny plans out those videos, that when you hear the song, at least for me, when I hear the song and gives me some sort of feeling, and when I see the video, it's just well, that's the feeling.
Yeah, yeah.
So all the colors and
That's great.
yeah. So and they also they're usually they are like different colors. So we have this blue video, we have this red video, we have this green gold video, and so it leaves you a mark.
Yeah, yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Strong. It's visual.
Do you have any idea when it should be released?
Oh, the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have it idea when it is.
During March.
So pretty soon.
Pretty soon, yeah. We don't have a date yet because there is one small thing we need to make sure first. But it's basically it's there and it's ready to go live whenever. But we have one thing we need to settle first, and then
So
we
the-
know the release date.
So there's a chance that it's already out.
No,
You see this?
I don't think so. But yeah, but during March,
Yeah.
I say.
Okay. So let's see.
Let's
if it's
see.
going to be out before this interview or after.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah, yeah. And you did a live stream before the release of the album, the day before, and I watched it. So thank you so much for this show. It was great to be in my bed and watch a gig.
Thank you for watching.
It was difficult, you know. I was like, I need to take a screenshot. Now it's the photograph because I took photos, so it's difficult for me to be watching a gig and not taking photos. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is perfect moment. Yeah, this is the. So yeah, but it's impossible with the phone. So yeah, it was a disaster as a photographer. But
But you
your
enjoyed it still.
yeah, your show was great. I like everything.
Thank you.
But how was for you to do
Wow.
this?
It was a lot of things.
Yeah.
It was exciting, nerve-wracking, and lots of fun. It was so we had because it was so special, and it was the first time for any of us that we did that sort of live stream thing
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah, there
It's
is like you
like
need to play
live.
the gig, but there is no audience.
no
there are
audience.
only the video camera guys and the
Yeah.
sound guys, and they don't even like because we had the setup, so we could actually only hear it like in our ear monitors.
Yeah.
So what they heard is only the drums and some singing. So that was so. It was a tough job not to think about that,
Yeah.
like because they were just being there and doing their job, and I was like, oh no, how awkward is this? But I got over it. We did one like rehearsal playthrough before that, like a few hours before, and during that there were a lot of things I needed to think about. But I think I mostly got over them.
Yeah. But it was fun because we could set up the stage a bit differently from the usual
Yeah.
live setup. So what we did was we put the keyboards, bass player, and drums on stage, and then we had this second stage downstairs.
Yeah, where the
you were with
yeah,
Teemu and Tero, and we put that red carpet underneath, and it gave a just wonderful three-dimensional
Yeah, yeah,
depth to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was a great idea to put it that way.
yeah. And also the lighting was great.
yeah,
That's
So
our
when-
magical
Yeah.
lighting guy, Asko.
props to Asko.
Yeah.
Asko, if you're watching this.
And then the next day you had a gig.
Yeah, a normal show.
A normal show. A normal
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
So how was that after the live stream? How did it feel?
We are both like, not sure. It was. I think it was kind of almost like relieving. Like, yeah, okay, this is a normal show. Now we
Yeah.
now we have actual audience that
If I fuck up,
reacts.
no one will
Yeah.
notice this time.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Yeah. But-
It was great. I think, and it went great. I think, and it was so nice to, because that was our first like own headliner show. So that was also a benchmark in a way, and it was so nice to have Indistinct to be a warm-up act for the gig, and I think their music fits perfectly to ours in a way. So I think it was a pretty good experience, and I really liked the semi-final as a
Location.
as a venue. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And now, how many gigs do you have booked so for the next month?
Actually, we have 3 things booked, like officially, but some of them are not yet released, so we cannot tell the dates. But one that has been released is the Helsinki gig with Sara. We are warming up Sara at 17th May
Hey.
at
May
Äänivalli. I'm just like, am I correct?
Yes.
17th May? Yeah. And a few others we are publishing like in a few weeks. And then we have lots of things that are kind of going to the right direction but not yet confirmed.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll see.
So, are you planning to go also outside of Finland on tour?
Of course we are planning,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that is not yet
Everything
confirmed.
is just a matter of time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that is like next realistic goal for us. I think that we could get some kind of a warm up slot to a European tour. So I think, and we have a few things on works with that, but not
Fingers
yet.
crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Not yet confirmed, but
So
I
let's
think.
hope.
Let's hope. Yeah.
Let's hope.
Yeah. What gear do you use?
Gear.
Yeah.
I have my microphone, which
I use
is
microphones and
That's always the singer that sometimes
Like
need to ask someone.
gear?
Hey, what do I use?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a
when
Sennheiser.
when I drive forward, I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and when I want to go back, I use reverse gear.
Yeah, that's right. Except that when I go forward, I use drive, and if I go backwards, it's reverse. It's more simple.
I use automatic
This
gear.
is a train wreck. I'm sorry. But you use Kumu drums.
I use Kumu
that I
drums.
know.
Yeah.
So you know better his gear than
Yeah,
yours.
yeah, because it reads in there with big
It has a
letters.
logo. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a Finnish,
Yeah.
custom-made, handmade drum.
How
drums.
long have you been using that?
A few years. I bought them, I think, 4 years ago. Yeah, I've had this set.
Do you think this is the final drum set, or do you think that you are going to try something else in the future?
Oh, well, so far I've been more than satisfied. So if I have to answer, of course I would like to have another Kumu set. Different color, something.
It's never enough.
It's never enough. Yeah.
But I think the color also fits very well with
Yeah.
our thing because it's like this dark green.
Mm-hmm.
It fits the album cover really well.
It's all coming together.
Yeah.
And Antti has a bass that is exactly the same color by accident. And
Hmm. By accident.
Yeah.
it gives you this Finnish forest vibe.
Yeah.
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 They're beautiful.
And you have the snake. on
Yeah.
It's a new thing you.
Yeah,
gathered
I got.
not too long ago.
Yeah, I got it just last month. I got it as like pre-birthday present because my birthday is in March, but they needed to give it to me before we had the gigs.
Yeah.
So I got it a little bit beforehand, and it's made by an artist from here from
Jyväskylä.
Jyväskylä.
Nico.
Yeah,
I
Nico.
know him.
Yeah, and he has also done some stuff for Sabaton and for Matthias from Fintroll. He has also done the mic stand,
Yeah.
and for Wolfheart, I think.
For
Yeah.
a lot of bands.
Yeah. So he's like this. I don't know what he wants to be labeled as, but to me he is a mic stand expert right now because it was a phenomenal piece of art, and
Yeah.
I love it. And now when I looked at the photos and the stream footage with all the lights and stuff,
It's beautiful.
it's very beautiful, and like even though it's like it is colored, it is like this dark green, our theme here, but in different lights it's different colors. So it's very, I don't know. It was phenomenal when I saw it, but now when I saw it live, it was like even top notch here.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. And I think we will release some footage from that stream at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I'm
we
pretty
will
sure
release
we'll
some
put
individual
something,
songs.
yeah. So you can check that out.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the answer to the question was that he uses Kumu drums and I have a Seppo snake,
So, the snake.
that's what I use.
What are your main influences as musicians?
The list is like a very wide, but I think maybe. Well, I like to listen to a lot of progressive metal. Like, for example, my biggest loves at the moment and for a few years now have been Leprous and Catatonia, and also Haken is one of my favorites, and those probably are audible in what I do. But I also like to listen to a lot of pop music, like Adele is one of my favorites, and I try to listen to a wide variety of things just for the reason that I won't get stuck in
Yeah.
something. I want to learn all the time all kinds of new things, and I want to like evolve, yeah, and get a new experience. How can I let my feelings out with my voice? So that's kind of my goal. Maybe not to be like the technically perfect expert, but like I need to have a wide tool box where I can choose from how to express all the feelings.
Yeah.
Amazing, silly. Hammer.
I think that when it comes to vocals, yeah, it's beautiful to hear those perfect technical vocals, but if we think what move us is vocals that are not the perfect sometimes, but that express the
course.
emotion. So that's
Yeah.
the feeling. So it's good to experiment and write to do like this.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I like to do. I like to experiment different things and see how they feel and see how they sound.
Yeah.
And that's interesting.
And you are allowed to do that in our music.
I guess. So far.
So far we haven't restricted anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's about you?
I think musically, I draw from all over the place. I don't just listen to drums and what drummers are doing, and I like music. I like lots of soundtracks and game music and singer-songwriters and Tori Amos that always loved her, and but when it comes to drumming, the reason why I started to play drums back in the day was Neil Peart from Rush. I just totally fell in love with his playing, because before that I had listened to Kiss and that sort of music where the drums usually just keep the beat going on. And when I was introduced to Rush's music, I was blown away that wow, the drummer can actually sort of pick things from the music and do lots of different kinds
So
of stuff.
suddenly
and
drums was like an actual instrument
yeah,
and not just
so
a
it's
necessary
not,
evil
it's
to keep the
it's
beat.
a melodical instrument, and
Yeah.
it does in rock music.
Yeah.
And I got into it, and I really analyzed it and learned those parts and figured out why is he doing this and that, and so that's a big influence for me when it comes to this technical stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, later on, then came Mike Portnoy, and who also labels Neil as his influence, and I love these new progressive drummers like Bart from Lepros and
Yeah.
Adam from Vola. I love all different kinds. They all have something unique about their styles. So not a single person, but if I had to mention one single person, that would be Neil Peart from Russia.
Yeah. Yeah. What is the last song you listen?
Last song I listened.
The last song you listen.
When we came in here, it was The Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah,
Played
it was
here.
playing in the bar.
Yeah.
That's
But,
right.
The one that you intentionally
intentionally listened to.
I listened to
Oh.
Wheels album, and I think the last song was Porcelain.
Okay.
Yeah, I still listen to. I was listening to it for this whole week. We discussed this like maybe Wednesday or what, and then I'm still listening to that album. I don't get over things easily. I repeat albums often. I get stuck in a loop, and then I might listen to one particular album or one artist like
You
4
get
weeks.
a dice to.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
I just forget it for a year and listen to something else, and then again something brings it up, and then I listen to that album or that artist on repeat.
Yeah.
I can honestly remember. I had to check that out.
Yeah.
But I don't have my
I
phone
was
here.
thinking that I don't even remember what I was listening last time, because actually yesterday I was going to a festival, and on the bus I was listening to some music. But oh yeah, I remember. I was listening to Norwegian reggaeton by Nano War of Steel. That maybe
Alright.
you don't know this band, but
I know.
you know.
I know.
And yeah, I also got. I think that I put 3 times back the song because I feel that I didn't enjoy enough.
I'm so glad someone else feels that way too, because sometimes I'm like, did I listen to it correctly? Did I listen to
Yeah,
it
yeah.
enough? No, maybe I was too distracted. I put it from the start.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do that too.
Sometimes you need to do that,
Yeah.
and you need to get all the minimal things.
Mhm.
So yeah, yeah. Yeah. But if you could choose a band to go on tour with, which band would be, and why?
All the bands.
That's a good answer.
Oh dear, it's like that's a tough question. Like, of course, there are so many bands that I'd like to tour with, But then again, there is this thing that people say that you shouldn't meet your heroes. So that's also kind of in play with that. So
I have heard that there are lots of people going to Taylor Swift concerts. That would
yeah,
probably
yeah, that
be
would
good. Yeah.
there would be a lot of audience at least. So maybe we are not even booked. We just
Statistically-
climb on the stage and
Statistically,
play.
if 1% of those like us,
Yeah, that would be a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. But I don't know. Maybe we really liked the touring with wheels, so I would like to do that again, like in a bigger concept. They were really nice, and everything went smoothly. And also, our few gigs with Indistinct have been great. So also, I would like to bring them along. But maybe if you think about like, if we were going to do a European tour or something, of course I would pick Lepros or like Tesseract or Vola or something, maybe something like that.
Yeah, because that would, I think there are lots of people there who might like our music.
Yeah,
also.
that would be kind of a similar audience,
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's change Taylor Swift to some of those.
But also, if Taylor happens to be in the same city, we can
Yeah.
also climb there.
Yeah. Asko and Taylor, if you are listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we are done with this interview. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks. It was
Thank
fun.
you so much.
Would you like to say something to your fans and people that are watching this interview?
If the music video of Skin is out already, go watch it. And if it isn't, then you wait and go listen to Kept, of course. And everyone in Helsinki in May 17th, come see us with Sara.
Thanks.